How's it going, everyone? My name is True Underdog, and I am so excited today to be playing Guilty Gear Strive. I've been waiting so long, and it's finally here. Well, at least the beta is. And I asked you a couple of days ago which character you want to see me play the most, and you said Mei. And I'm very excited to hear that because this character has me the most hype as well. Now, I know she looks adorable, but this chick hits really hard. As you can tell, she's very strong. She carries that huge anchor over her shoulder with no problem. And she also summons animals from the deep on command, kind of like some super-powered SeaWorld instructor. Okay, so first up we gotta look at the command list. So let's go ahead and run through everything that makes Mei awesome. So first up we have Forward Punch. Now this move is a bit more situational, but it is air invulnerable, so it can actually avoid jump ins and be somewhat of an anti-air. And then on hit, it knocks the opponent pretty far away. Look at that. Just knocks him away. Can I special cancel that too? I can, so look at that. He's forced to block that beach ball. Pretty cool stuff. Let's go ahead and head back. Now it's important to understand too that most of these command normals you can cancel after a regular normal. So in other words, when you're up close, you can do like slash into forward kick. And this forward kick is actually an overhead. Now it doesn't combo into too much damage, but if you have 1 bar of meter, you can actually do a Roman cancel and get quite a lot off of it. Now without the Roman cancel, you're not getting quite as much damage, but you're still making the opponent scared and making them think about that overhead. So let's see that real quick. Get close and boom. So he forced to block that, right? If he blocks my up close slash, I can get him. Oh, he's just pressuring me now. He's just pressuring me, but boom. Boom, right? He has to deal with that. And right there, it did combo. It's mainly for the corner, because that has so much pushback on it, and I already killed him. But as you can see, that overhead does give them something to think about, and that's important because she also has a low hitting command normal. Let's go ahead and check that out once this round starts. So whoop, here we go. So she has a sliding kick right here. So this thing avoids high attacks and can even go under a lot of projectiles too. So really good for closing the gap, and once again you could Roman cancel and get a full combo. And even on counter hit, especially in the corner, it can lead to some fun combos. So that's a good move to do whenever the opponent's doing a lot of high attacks that have good range or a lot of projectiles and you're close enough, you just catch him with it. So check it out. Whoop, like that, right? Boop. Or after this, boop, slide into it. So you have an overhead or you have a low. Boom, right? Already we have 50-50s. Just be careful. You don't want to eat those big counter hits like I just did. But already you have some 50-50s, both of which can be Roman cancel. It does cost you a bar of meter, but you do have the option. And here we have the forward heavy slash. So this thing can actually be charged down for even more damage. Now I typically don't use it for that myself. Instead, what I like to do is up close, especially on block or hit, I will do slash and then forward heavy slash and then cancel that into the beach ball for some easy pressure. So check this out. And then deal with it. That's what I love to do. And you can run in behind it, you can do a charge, right? Just all sorts of ways to pressure them in that situation. So that's why I like doing it. It's even better on hit, but even on block, it can be really good. And then last but not least, we have down heavy in the air. Now this thing does not have as much hit stun as I would have thought. It's not the best for starting off combos, but it does make her come down at a different timing. So if the opponent anti-airs too soon, you actually avoid it and hit them on the way down. And since she is leading with her weapon, if they try to do any attack with just their arm or their leg and not a weapon, they may actually hit the anchor and not her and take damage. So it's actually kind of like a little mini shield. Now a sword could reach right through it. And a lot of characters in this game do use weapons, so they could poke you right through it. But the point is, it changes her timing on the way down, makes her a bit tougher to anti-air, so check this out. Boop. Boop, right? It's a lot different than if I do like say a jumping heavy or a jumping slash, right? The timing is entirely different. Now I did win there. Sorry, you gotta bear with me a bit here. We can only fight the AI right now. There is no actual training mode. Okay, and here we are once again, match number 2. So now let's check out the special moves. Now Mei is a bit more simple in regards to how many special moves she has. As you can see, we only have 4 here. Now the tricky thing about Mei is 2 of her main moves are actually charge attacks. So what that means is you have to hold back for almost 2 seconds and then press forward and slash or heavy slash. Now the slash version is faster and the heavy version is a bit delayed, but I do believe its range is better, but it has things to compensate for that. And then the up down charge is like the anti-air one. It's also really good after crouching normal since you're already holding charge. So for example, her down heavy is a really good anti-air. And you can land with that and then cancel it into this rising dolphin with heavy slash as well, or just slash. And that does pretty good. Now this first one though, the horizontal, that's your main bread and butter combo ender, so check this out. Boom, so good. and you can actually cancel it into itself. You can do it over and over again if you want to be really annoying. It's not the easiest to charge because before it even lands, I'm already charging back again. But you can be so annoying with that and just pester the opponent, and it's honestly pretty funny. You can just keep doing it, right? Then the vertical one, right? More of an anti-air. So boop, like that, or cancel into it, right? That works too. So if you're charging down, back, you have access to both the horizontal and the vertical. And the vertical one for the heavy slash version does go further. So that's very important to keep in mind. Okay, back to the special moves. The main idea there is that this one is your main combo ender most of the time, and you want to do the slash version, it's faster. So you want to end with slash most of the time. And then this one is your anti-air version, but it also cancels very well off of crouching attacks. So very good for that as well. Okay, the overhead kiss. So this is a command grab, and it's actually a dragon punch or a shoryuken motion, which means forward, down, forward, and then kick. Now here's the nice thing about this game. It actually does have what's known as negative edge. So what that means is if you run and hold forward, you just do down forward after, and it still counts as long as you were already holding forward before doing down forward. And that makes it a lot easier than trying to do it really fast right after dashing in. So that's really nice. And this move is awesome because you can actually combo after it and get some really decent damage. So check this out. Boom, check that out. Now in the corner, that dolphin would have actually hit, but it doesn't combo as easily outside of the corner. So if you're mid-screen, just do a beach ball instead, get your setups going. But it's such a good command grab, and command grabs do more damage than regular throws. Just keep in mind the range is not good. You pretty much have to be right in the opponent's face if you want it to land. But with a Roman Cancel 2 or a Super, you can get some really good damage off this command throw, so it's so good that she has one. It's really good if the opponent's blocking because you cannot block a command grab. And then we have the Arasugawa Sparkle, otherwise known as the beach ball, that's what I call it. This thing is amazing because you actually can combo after it with certain attacks that are fast enough, but even better still, on hit or on block, you get the beach ball out and they have to deal with it unless they want to risk everything and go for an invincible move, like a shoryuken or any sort of crazy invincible move. Now here's the thing, if you predict that, you just block and they are left fully open. After doing an unsafe move like that, you punish them for a full combo. So while a lot of characters do have invincible moves to escape these setups, a lot of players won't go for it because it's so risky, and if they do, you punish them for a full combo if you're expecting it. So this thing is so good. You saw me do it earlier. I would land a hit like a forward heavy and just get him out there and deal with it, right? It's so good. It's so good. Now imagine they're in the corner and you do that. You go for an overhead 50-50, or you're low, you Roman cancel, or you run in and go for your command grab. It's so good. That beach ball is one of her best moves, and as you might have saw, it's actually not a charge input. It's down back and then punch or kick. The punch version is more shallow, the kick version covers more of the screen, but it's still not quite full screen. So let me go ahead and show that. Here's the punch beach ball. It's a bit closer, right? And here is the kick version, much further, but if they're right in your face, both of them do work pretty well. But here's the crazy thing. Even if he hits me, this beach ball is still coming out. Look at that. It still came out even though he hit me. Once that seal is out, this thing's coming. So it is so ridiculously good for pressure, run in, command grab, and he's dead. It's so good, especially in the corner. I do think that beach ball is one of her best moves, and thankfully, it's really easy to do, does not require a charge. Man, it's a good move. It's really good. And last but not least, all we have are the supers, so let's check those out. Now, from what I've seen so far, pretty much everyone has the same inputs for their supers. So this first one, it's the easiest one to do, but it doesn't combo very well due to its slow startup. Now here's the crazy part, because the whale comes behind Mei, if the opponent's cornered you, it actually hits them sooner. So if you're in the corner, you actually can combo into it. It's not very easy to do, but I do believe it's possible. At the very least, it comes out sooner, and the opponent has to block it sooner. Now this thing is mainly for punishing a very unsafe move. So if the opponent's been like ridiculously reckless and done a shoryuken or some sort of invincible move and you blocked it, you could combo him or just do this thing raw and it may still catch him on the way down. It's that good. So much damage, right? Especially once again if you're cornered. Now this move on the flip side is fully invincible on startup. The range is not as good, but it comes out almost immediately. So this is your comboable super. Now in this game, I don't believe you can super cancel off of specials. So instead you do a normal attack like a slash or a heavy slash, or even a command normal maybe, and then you cancel into your super. Let's go ahead and see if we can actually build meter to show that off real quick. Oh, I wanted to throw him. So there we go, I have enough meter. I ran forward, I have the meter I need. So here is Yamada. Let's summon him. It's done with slash, boom, look at all that damage. Almost half health. Now, of course, a regular player not gonna get hit by that. Like, it's ridiculous. Why would that hit you? Why would you ever allow it, right? But the AI, they just eat it with their face. But as you can see, a ton of damage, hurts really bad. Man, I won already. We gotta go into the 4th match to show this second super. And this one you can actually combo into, so I'm gonna go ahead and try that. There we go. Okay, very simple combo into it. But I just did like up close slash and then the move. Now it's half circle back and then forward heavy slash. So it's definitely not an easy input if you're new to fighting games, but it's very fast and it's fully invincible. So if you're fighting a Mei and she's constantly pressuring you with this and doing 50-50s and all that, you can do that invincible move and just say, no, get off me with that super. So it can be done raw or you can combo into it. It's more than fast enough. There we go. Does it work? Yo, there we go. Oh, and we launched him too. Did we get less damage because we launched him? I'm not even sure. Oh, he's still alive. But as you can see, you can combo into that super. It's actually quite reliable. It's got a big hitbox when you first use it. And alright everyone, and that's about it for my brief rundown on Mei and what makes her awesome. She's a very aggressive character and has some decent range too. Honestly, the only trade-off is her projectile isn't good against other projectiles and her range isn't crazy and she's not that fast either. But once she gets in, she has some really high damage that's not tough to do. She has the command grab mix-up, she has the 50-50s, the pressure with the beach ball, all that fun stuff, so still very aggressive. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below and feel free to share it around. It really does help the channel out a ton. And then while you're down there, please request in the comments which character you want to see a guide for next. And finally, why not keep that combo going by subscribing and ringing that bell? That way you never miss a future video. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.